G'day, Geranium Man here. Come in, I want to show you something amazing. This is one of our stock houses, grown in a secret location in Sydney. I'm not telling you where it is, so don't ask. But as you can see, middle of winter, and all our geraniums are in full flower. Grown cold, no heat, just a nice sunny spot. Absolutely amazing. This is proof that zonal pelargoniums will flower all year round, even in the middle of winter. Quite amazing. Come on, I want to show you a few tricks. Walk this way. These are our stock plants. If you have a close look, I always advocate, come closer, I always advocate using Osmocote because it's less environmentally polluting than liquid fertilisers. But in the case of stock plants, we like to liquid feed because we can control the amount of food they get. Just before we cut, we stop feeding them and they get a little red tinge in them and they really harden up. These cuttings will not rot. They're so tough because they're half hungry. Also, if you note, because it's winter, the air is cold and cold air can't hold moisture. So there's very, very low humidity. So there's absolutely no botrytis in these spent flower heads, so we don't bother to remove them. In warm, wet conditions, if you flick a spent flower head, you'll see plumes of botrytis spores leaving the flower head. It will then travel onto the leaves, infect the leaves, and you can lose the entire crop to botrytis. This is a particular problem in Brisbane and further north, and in Sydney if it's a wet summer. So just remember, remove the spent flower heads in a wet tropical climate. Otherwise you don't need to worry. If you have a closer look at this plant, if I brush the spent flowers off the leaves, they're not marked by botrytis. So there's no botrytis growing in this glasshouse due to the cold, dry air. Also note that we put all our pots on saucers. Because we're liquid feeding, we like to trap the fertiliser and make sure it doesn't leave the saucer. This contains the nutrient within the greenhouse and prevents nutrient-laden runoff going into our streams and causing algal blooms. So that's one of the reasons I don't like liquid feeding, is because you can't control the pollutants. These stock plants are probably 10 years old and they've been growing in the same container for 10 years. Fine, we cut twice a year, never ever a problem. There's no virus or pathogens that we can observe, so there's no reason why you can't hold a stock plant for many, many years, providing they're held in isolation. This greenhouse is completely removed from our production nursery. It's grown in a secret location somewhere in northwest Sydney. So as you can see, with geraniums, or should I say, in order to please Julie Booth, zonal pelargoniums, you may have spring every month of the year, including the depths of winter. All you have to do is ensure that they get 4 hours direct sunlight a day. And then every month of the year, you'll be young. I touch your hand and my arms grow strong, like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face, and I hold the world in my embrace. Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June are the gentle lips you gave me. Gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you, angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to me. And when your youth and joy invade my arms and fill my heart as now they
springtime am I, gayer than longer am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth, and reign with you. Not bad for a bogan, eh?